Hi, everybody. Tiffany here. Hope you are all doing well on this wonderful Monday. Today for our nutrition share session, try to say that 10 times fast. We're going to be talking about emotional eating. If you have any questions, throw them in the comment box. And throughout the week, if you come up with any questions or anything, even if the videos pass, you can always email me or Carrie Ann and just let us know, if you have any ideas that you'd like to share, or if you want some information or some resources, we're here for you guys. So today, like I said, we're just going to be talking about the emotional aspect of eating. So basically, stress and depression and boredom and stuff, we're trapped in the house. We're kind of living that kind of Groundhog Day, back to back, same thing every day. A lot of times our emotions will trigger like phantom hunger. So because we're sitting, we're not doing anything, our bodies will want some sort of control because we can't control, that leaving our houses really. So in order for us to find some control, we often can use, sorry, Coco's acting crazy. So we can often use food as a way of something that we can control, because we can just go get food and just eat it. And that will be something that we feel like we have power over. So a lot of the times for our emotional eating, that's where it stems from. So when we feel out of control, we know, okay, I have chips in my pantry, or I have peanut butter and jelly after I just ate something. I'm just going to eat because I really feel like I need to suppress some sort of feelings of loss of control. So that's one thing to be very mindful of. Also, if you do have those triggering moments where you're like, I'm bored, or I'm anxious, or I'm depressed, try to have better snacks. There's alternatives to everything. Not that there's anything wrong with peanut butter and jelly, but maybe think about getting more organic jelly, and maybe like almond butter or something, and then using whole grain bread instead of just regular white processed bread. Just being mindful of the snacks that you have, because it's going to happen, like I'm going to have cravings. You guys are going to have cravings. So maybe have carrots instead of chips, or, and you can even put some ranch on it or something to give it a little bit more flavor if it's too bland for you, but something that's actually going to be beneficial for your body instead of just snacking on chocolate and all that other stuff. Also, try to take inventory of your emotions. So whenever you realize that you're, okay, I want to get food, try to stop and take a deep breath and think, okay, well, what am I feeling right now that I want to get food? Because sometimes it is hungry. We have those hunger pains physically. But sometimes we can take a step back and just be like, hey, what emotion am I feeling? Am I feeling drained from work and taking care of my kids all day, and they're doing homeschooling, and now I just want something to eat or something to just satisfy this feeling that I'm having? So really just maybe start journaling, or after, you feel those emotions, write it down, and then just kind of sit through it and breathe through it and work it out, instead of actually giving into that temptation of getting a snack. Also, like I said, we have those hunger pains, those physical hunger pains. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to actually wait until you actually feel hungry, until you get the grumbling in your stomach. That'll help you to kind of determine, okay, I'm actually really hungry, rather than I'm just bored or depressed or anxious and just eating to fill a feeling. So you can give that a try. Some people have faster metabolisms than others, slower metabolisms than others, and that's also really great outside of eating for emotions, to just really help you gauge where your metabolism is. If you feel hungry physically, and you don't feel hungry again for another 6 hours, maybe that means that you need to switch up your nutrition habits or your diet, or how frequently you're eating, or what you're eating, if you're feeling bloated and stuff like that. So it's all about being in tune with your body and really kind of taking a step back and really putting something in your mouth and letting your whole body, mind, body, and spirit process what's happening. Also redirecting your attention to something else, like, okay, I want a snack, I want to have this chocolate bar, or I want to eat this ice cream. Maybe take your dog for a walk. Maybe go outside and just, let the wind hit you and just feel, just being outside instead of, eating something. That's something that we can control. We can control our exercise and our movement. So that's definitely something that you can do instead of just jumping into the kitchen and really trying to fill something that is really more emotional than actual physical hunger. So if anybody has any questions, you guys can go ahead and hit up the comment box. We really just want to try to keep everybody motivated and uplifted during this time. Everything is so unsure, and eating everyone. I've seen all the memes, all the videos. Everyone's getting, their stimulus checks and talking about they're going to buy a bunch of Reese's Pieces and, cakes and stuff. And sometimes it's hard to really just have self-control, but we are capable. Our mind is greater than what our bodies do. Everything that our bodies do comes from our mind. So we have the ability to control that. You have the ability to control that. So just be mindful when you're going grocery shopping. If you're reaching for something, maybe check the label. Maybe say, okay, is this something that I know I will eat a bunch of it and I will be really regretful of eating it because I'm emotional? Or maybe say, okay, maybe I should just hold off on this and then really just have an inventory of feelings for this day or this week or something like that. Just make little habits that will help you to not fall into the hole of emotional eating. Your emotions are kind of like a wave. They come and they go. So 1 minute you could be scared or happy or sad, and then, it's gone. But the lasting effects of the snack that you had, you're going to have to do a couple more burpees to get it off. You know what I mean? With those calories and everything. So if you guys have questions, let me know. I'll sit on here for about another minute or two and see if anybody has questions or comments or anything like that. I'm super excited to kind of just slow down with you guys and talk to you about real life things that we're experiencing, and just really just dive into a lot of the things that, we don't really talk about. This is a unique opportunity for us to bring a lot of the things that we know to you guys in a different way. So we really appreciate you guys showing up to all the classes and signing up for all the challenges and everything, and being active and trying to just maintain your health through this quarantine situation. I don't see any questions. I guess you guys are all experts, or if you're not, you just took some tips and you're running with them. That's totally fine too. Like I said, you can always hit up me or Carrie Ann for any information that you need, or if you want some more resources, let us know. We are here for you guys. If that's it and no one has any questions, just remember those points. So make sure you take emotional inventory whenever you're feeling hungry, or not physically hungry, but you are craving a snack. Make sure that you have healthy snacks at home. So try to find some alternatives to snacks that won't necessarily be good for you. And then also wait until you're physically hungry to actually have something. And then also try to redirect your emotions by going for a walk or doing some push-ups, or maybe even sitting and reading a book, just taking your mind off of what you're feeling right at that moment, preoccupying yourself so you don't eat anything that is going to be regretful later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this share session, and this will be posted. So if you weren't able to be here live, thanks for watching it pre-recorded, and I hope you guys have an amazing Monday.